There's a little bit of hypocrisy when a bunch of millionaires get together and say raise taxes, but they're not willing to pay them themselves. Out of the 20 millionaires here, not one of them was willing to pay more taxes.
Hey, what up, YouTube? It's the No Pigeon Podcast. We in the shack. And it's your host, Yucca. Living the morning life. Yeah, it's still morning. I had to check. From the corner of my eye, I had to check. But today we're going to double down on this tax the rich stuff. Homeboy come out here during a bunch of patriotic millionaires they go by. And these patriotic millionaires are trying to increase the tax rate to 90%. They believe it's a patriotic duty to take care of people that don't want to make money, right? So, and it's crazy. Like these same people it's crazy how these leftists are so anti-America, but then they're so pro-America at the same time. They want to be patriotic. The patriotic thing to do for Americans is to do this and do that, but they're not pro. Anyways, I know. I'm confusing myself, but let's take this in real quick. Oh my God, I'm getting them coffee teeth. Godly, this ain't teeth for television, but anyways, let's go.
I'm a former managing director at BlackRock. We want to pay higher taxes, and everyone else wants to pay higher taxes as well.
Hi, Steve Moore here. I'm here at the Patriotic Millionaires press conference where a bunch of millionaires said they want to pay higher taxes and they're advocating for it, but they won't sign a pledge saying they're willing to pay the taxes that they endorse. In fact, not one of these patriotic millionaires raised their hand and said, I'm willing to pay more taxes voluntarily.
Welcome to...
Because they're just peacocking, man. They're just showing their little feathers. They're showing their little tail feathers, but they ain't really... It's virtue signaling is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have any real intent. They just want to feel special within their little liberal communities where they go to their little... They have their little brunches and dinners with all these rich motherfuckers, and the butler is coming out feeding them all this exquisite foreign dishes that they never tried before. They're just rich, bougie, fucking delusional people. That's all it is. They're just the rich, delusional idiots. You know what I'm saying? I bet you a lot of them didn't even earn their money. A lot of them just received it. You know what I'm saying? From their parents or something like that. Like, look at this entitled looking Becky in the back there with the white shirt on. She had a mismatch from everybody else. And she got this smile on her face. You know what I'm saying? She got this I'm holier than thou look on her face. They all do. Right? But how genuine are they? Are they really willing enough to give up 90% of their income? I'd like to know. Let's see.
Tax day, one of the most segregated, most unequal, and one of the most unjust days of the year in America.
It's about billionaires owning super yachts and Rolexes, while hardworking people are struggling.
What do you own? Super yachts and Rolexes. Do you own a yacht at least? She had to emphasize super yachts. What about a yacht? Do you own a yacht? How many cars you own? How big is your garage? How much does your home cost? It's crazy how the cognitive dissonance is it's like it goes over their head. They don't even realize how ironic all of this shit is, right? And how did you get to be a millionaire, but you don't want that money? I understand I've heard of billionaires giving up 50% of their income, 40%, 30%. In my mind, that's still stupid because the people that you're giving the money to, they don't give a damn about you. And that money will be gone. They poll for a reason. That money will be gone just as quick as it came. You see what they say, 85, 90% of lottery winners, that money's gone within 2-3 years? Why do you think that is? And you just want to give away your money, your hard-earned money. All right, whatever. Do you, boo-boo.
To afford their rent or going to sleep hungry.
The poor and the working class are not.
Why they going to sleep hungry? Huh? What are they? Do their parents work? Do these adults work? Why are they going to bed hungry? The average American is obese anyways. Go to bed hungry. Maybe you need to fast it off. You can fast for a week or two. Certified. I can tell you. I fast myself. I can tell you. If you obese, you can fast for a week. Longer. Anyways.
Going to bring this country down. It's the wealthy that'll bring the country down.
It's time to.
I'm sorry, the wealthy are going to bring the country down? The wealthy are going to bring the country down. The ones creating jobs and corporations and businesses, those are the ones that are going to bring the country down. Not the poor that are, and those liberal protesters that are destroying communities, destroying stores. Bed Bath & Beyond, I just heard today, is getting shut down. They're closing 350 stores. They went bankrupt. Walmart is leaving Chicago, right? The Nike store leaving, what was it, Oregon, I believe? Or Seattle, Washington, something like that. Like, what's the common denominator? It's the communities. Let's go.
Enact a new tax code that requires those who benefited the most from America's economic structure to recycle a significant portion of that benefit back into our society, rather than allowing them to amass fortunes so large that they threaten our democracy.
How much is that fortune?
Hi, thank you, by the way, for doing this. And
Okay.
It's incredibly patriotic what you're talking about in terms of being willing to pay more taxes. I think, Myron, you started out this press conference by saying you want to pay more taxes. And so I represent a group called the Committee to Unleash Prosperity, and we have these pledges. How many of you are millionaires here? I know you are, a number of you.
They all
We're hoping
millionaires.
that each one of
They all millionaires. It takes a deluded millionaire or a deluded leftist hopped up on drugs to tell you that they don't want money. You don't live in reality. You really don't. That's why I believe all these idiots probably inherited all their money. This guy can't even fit the whole hoop. Talk about gluttony. This motherfucker can't even fit the cap hoop around his neck. And he talking about he want to give up money. Nah, I bet you his fridge is full.
of you will sign this pledge, which says that you will pay a 90% tax, just as you're endorsing today, because you say it's your patriotic duty to do so. And so I'm hoping that each one of you will sign this pledge that says I'm willing to pay a 90% tax, because it's
look at them. Look at their faces. Look at homeboy in the back, Stephen King looking ass with his arms crossed. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, when they didn't mind showboating and preaching that shit on camera because they had all the cameras in their face and they feel special because they discussed this in the back rooms or at their fancy dinners. But when it came to someone actually coming up to them and say, hey, we'll sign off on this right now. Where they at though? They don't want to do that no more, huh? Exactly.
as you said, it's your patriotic.
Let me understand.
It's
You
your,
want me to do that individually?
Let me understand.
Miss Disney. Yeah, let's get people. I've got pens. Let's sign these, so we can solve the problem.
Of course, to play devil's advocate, I'm not going to just sign some shit on paper, on camera, from some random dude I don't know. But that ain't the point. The point is they were so apprehensive off rip. They just knew. The look on their face, it tells it all. They ain't that interested in doing what they saying. They ain't that interested in practicing what they're preaching, right? Just saying, but.
You want me to do it?
No, we want. You all said that you wanted to pay. You said you wanted to pay more taxes.
We want to change the system.
No. You said you want to pay more taxes. So don't you think it's your duty?
Can we keep this to press?
I'm sorry. Don't you think it's your patriotic duty to pay more taxes if you're saying that?
saying that the voluntary paying of more is not what he's
But you all are
Yeah,
millionaires.
sorry, we
right?
got another question.
Okay, I'm just.
Security out here like.
Right here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
You guys are millionaires, and you're saying you don't want to pay more. Wait, you do or you don't want to pay more taxes? What?
Yes, it's disingenuous.
She just got this condescending smile that I can't stand. You know, anybody that grew up know them like, I mean, everybody grew up, but I mean, I didn't really grow up, but everybody know them little condescending liberal teachers. You know what I'm saying? The one that treats you different because you a person of color. And they got this weird condescending smile and, oh, okay, well, you know, I see that your family didn't bring you lunch to school, but unfortunately we don't have any spare, so you're going to have to just sit this one out. She's got that fucking condescending looking smile on her face. I really can't stand it. I can't stand her, but.
to say
Why?
that the voluntary change to the law is going to make a structural difference.
But you could make, you all could make a huge difference. There's a little bit of hypocrisy when a bunch of millionaires get together and say raise taxes, but they're not willing to pay them themselves. Out of the 20 millionaires here, not one of them was willing to pay more taxes.
Who's surprised? Who's surprised by that? What kind of millionaire that earned that money? So think about the work. Why your friends and everybody else was just bullshitting and drinking and partying their lives away, or blowing their money on cars that they couldn't afford and this and that, and then you was just working, going through school, almost a decade worth of school, working your ass off, saving your money, and then you became a millionaire. I'm talking about them hard-earning millionaires, right? And then you just turn around and you say, you know what? All that work, time, and effort and all them decades I put in, I'm going to give it to them dudes that wasn't really working like that. Because that makes sense. See, that's why I believe those people are people that inherited the money, right? Because hardworking, like really hardworking, like I understand if you like a George Soros billionaire, you're like, you know what? I'm going to take some money here and I'm going to put it into this and fuck this system up and fuck. He's playing games with people with his money. That's entertainment. That ain't charity. That's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But someone that inherited their money, they don't really have much value for it. They don't really see any, they didn't earn it. They didn't see any value in it. And so what they think, they're going to just give it to somebody, give it to people. And then what? The same leftist people that are very anti-government, they don't trust the government, yet they want to give their earnings and other people's earnings to the government so they can complain about it going towards military, the military industrial complex. So they can complain about it not going towards healthcare. So they can complain about it not going towards schooling. Think about the cognitive dissonance. You don't like the government. You don't trust the government. But you want the government to take people's money to do what you feel they should do with it. The irony. The stupidity. The lack of wisdom is what that is. But anyways, man, on to the next one. Y'all have a good day. Peace.